Question. Sir.
Thank you very much. I'm Eric from Denmark, not the Denmark in South Carolina. We're very honored to be here today. Let me first say that we follow closely the senatorial race in Texas. A year ago, we were very impressed by your campaign and by the results you achieved against all odds. To many of us in Denmark, you represent what is best about America. And then one question, I guess presidentials in 2020 is mainly about domestic issues. However, I should like to ask you how you see the future of U.S.-European relations.
Yeah, thanks for asking the question. This relates to the gentleman's question just asked about how do we see our national interest in our engagement with the rest of the planet. I'd start with one of the most pressing open questions that the people of the world are asking themselves, including here at home right now, which is the future of the world democratic, where we freely choose those who represent us and guide the course and direction of our countries, or is it going to be autocratic, strongmen and dictators like we're seeing rise all over the world, including, unfortunately, in Europe, and dare we say, here in the United States of America. And the president, unique in the history of American presidents, has sided with the strongmen and the dictators and the thugs. We think of Mohammed bin Salman in Saudi Arabia, the crown prince, who murdered an American journalist, Khashoggi, with complete impunity, who's bombing Yemen with our complicity and help into the last century, precipitating one of the worst humanitarian crises we've seen since World War II in Europe. Vladimir Putin, who he not only invited to participate in our 2016 election, he called him after the release of the Mueller report and described the findings in that report as a hoax, which is tantamount to giving him a green light to invade our democracy again, to invade yours, because we know that he's not just attacking the US, it's the other Western democracies in Europe as well. Al-Sisi in Egypt, Duterte in the Philippines, the list goes on, and then he's turned his back on the 28 other member countries of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, whose mutual defense clause has only been invoked once in the history of NATO, and it was to come to our defense after we were attacked in 2001. Trump has openly questioned whether there's any more value in that. If that's not an invitation to Russian adventurism and provocation, I do not know what is. And so whether it's in trade, whether it's in mutual defense, whether it's meeting challenges like North Korea or Iran or nuclear proliferation or global warming, we're going to need the help of the rest of the world. So instead of retreating and literally walling ourselves off, we've got to engage again and renew those friendships with our allies, our partners, and our friends, and to meet every single one of those challenges together. I really do believe, and I ask your permission, though you're from Denmark, I really do believe that the United States is the indispensable country. We alone can do what no other country can, convene the other powers of the planet to do what would otherwise be impossible. And we've got to get back to that business again, and I want to in our administration. So thanks for asking the question.